Blessed be my lovelies and welcome back to the channel. Today we are setting up my reading journal for 2026. This is basically just very short, very to the point. I'm doing my statistics page for the year of 2025, so it's the overall stats, and then I'm doing just a simple cover page for 2026. And then after that, I'm setting up the quarterly statistics page, so that's just a pencil, and then I'm doing the monthly grid and title for January, which we'll have a little bit more talked about later. But for now, we're going to focus on the statistics for 2025. So the amount of books I read in 2025, 23. That was almost all the books on my bookshelf that I've had since I was probably in high school, maybe, with a couple that have been new since I bought late last year or early this year, as in 2025, not 2026. As I'm recording this, it is the 3rd of January. Wild. Anyways, I've gotten all of my statistics from Storygraph, which I started using, I think maybe 2 or 3 books in my reading journey. So I've got just the moods that they gave me in Storygraph. There's adventurous, emotional, dark, mysterious, tense, lighthearted, and sad, and the respective number. I'm guessing that's the amount of books that correlate to those. So the numbers are a bit wackadoo because books can have multiple moods set to them. This is from when you do your review at the end of a book. So I've got 19 that I did as adventurous, 9 I believe as emotional, 8 for dark, 7 for mysterious, 3 for tense, 2 for lighthearted, and 1 for sad. Then we have the average time to finish. It took me 12 days on average to finish a book. Some books it took me 4 days, some books it took me literally like a month and a half. Some books it take me 6. It just depends on the book, my mood, and how into the book I am, and like my actual like day-to-day, how busy it is. The number of pages read during the year was 10,635. And then we go into my genres. I had a lot of fantasy, romance, science fiction, young adult, middle school, dystopian, horror, children's, and contemporary. Most of my books were fantasy romance, so a lot of them came under fantasy, young adult, and romance, with 17, 13, 12 for fantasy, young adult, romance. Then middle school was 5, dystopian was 3. I can tell you which books were dystopian. It was the Matched series, that trilogy, that was all dystopian. Horror was 2. Those are the Miss Peregrines. They counted as horror for some reason. Children's was 1, science fiction was 1, and contemporary was 1. Then we have on the left of that, series started 10, series finished 2, and standalones 1. I do believe. I could be wrong. No, I think standalones is actually 3. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong. I'm not looking at my journal for some reason. I'm just looking at the video to guesstimate. It's so bad of me. Then we have my average star ratings. My average star rating for the entire year was 4.26 stars, with 2 3.5 stars, 10 4 stars, 2 4.25 stars, 5 4.5 stars, and 4 5 stars. Then my top 3 are the... I only have 2 of the 3 stickers. I swear I had all 3 of them printed, and that's why it took me so long to actually like get to this page, because I was actually waiting to get ink to print the 3rd one, and then I somehow thought I had the third sticker. I didn't, and I still started this because I was like, it's like 2 days until this video needs to go out. I need to do it, and I can just, when I get it, I can fill it in afterwards and it'll be fine. But my top 3 are The Ashes of the Star-Cursed King, I think is the title. It's the Crowns of Nyaxia's 2nd book. I gave that a 5 star. It's Crescent City number 2, House of Sky and Breath. I gave 5 stars. And then the 1st book in the Hades and Persephone saga, A Touch of Darkness, which I gave 4.5 stars. It was wild 2025 for me, at least reading wise. I freaking love reading. I don't know what it is. I love data entry as well. So collecting data is really cool for me. Putting it into different charts and graphs and all of that is also just like my bread and butter for some reason. I don't know what it is. But onto my 2026 cover page. Because this book has like 800 pages in it, I'm just using it for as long as I possibly can. And so I did like sort of like a flower field situation at the bottom, but the flowers are books. I couldn't come up with anything, and I was like, I want to do books. I want to incorporate books into this, but also flowers for some reason. I think it's because 2026 is the year of flowers for me in my head. My bullet journal is flowers for some reason. I don't know why, but we got books as flowers here, and that's what we're going to grow with. And I have one book that's open and it's got like hearts for romance and then a pepper for spicy, because apparently anytime I read romance, I pick up like a spicy romance for some reason. I don't know. But I didn't use different I think the only different marker I used was the light green. But the same markers that I used on the reading stats page are the same ones I used on the cover page, because I have a limit to what I have. And I already put this together. I wasn't gonna go looking for more and make the two pages contrast each other so much that it's sort of jarring. But that's all for those pages. Now we're on to the 2026 quarterly stats. I penciled them in. I'm not touching those until the end of the quarter. So we're going straight into the monthly grid for January, the first month of the quarter. I want to do something different for the front page. Instead of just having like the month and the grid, I want to put like the books that I read and the ratings that I gave them. Just like in a simple, very simple table on this page. And I don't know how big that table is going to be because I don't know how many books I'm going to read. I'm anticipating one, because the book I'm currently reading is very long. It's 800 pages and it's got like a bajillion words on one page. So that's all I've done for this cover page. It's just the grid and the title and the space for the the table for later. So that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye 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 bye.